Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Korea. We are sitting in my room. The reason why you see this brown thing for the first time is because it's so hot that I have to leave my windows open, so I want to apologize in advance for all the outside noise, and I'm opening my door because otherwise this room is way too hot. But I'm sitting here today to talk about my July favorites. July was one of my favorite months this year, and that's because I got to go back to LA and catch up with my friends, but we'll talk more about that later, and let's talk favorites. I only have one beauty product, and that is the J1 Jelly Pack. And I know this is not a new product in my favorites video, but I felt like I had to really give this product a shout out because it's perfect for the summer. So the J1 Jelly Pack it works as a mask as well as a primer, and it's the ultimate makeup glue and makeup gripper. So my makeup will last all day. And I know that this isn't new information for those of you guys who watch my channel for some time now because it is reoccurring, but it was a July game changer for me. And every time I do test out new primers, I just never end up using them because it just does not have the same effect as this one. On the packaging, it says it firms the skin, it improves elasticity, and it smooths out the pores. It definitely does more than your usual primer, and I do love how my skin looks every time I use it. So highly recommend it, and I promise you won't see it in another favorites video for a while now. So I just had to give this product another shout out. Second favorite of the month is Van Salon. First off, if I walk in there, it's totally my aesthetic because everything is so white and so spacious and minimal. But basically, I love the service as well. I went in to get my hair color changed, and it was very purple like a couple weeks ago, but it did fade to this pinkish brown. He basically bleached it once with the help of Timmy turned hair, and after that he applied pink hair dye and purple over it, so that's why it faded to this gorgeous pinkish purplish brown. And after every wash, my hair color does change, and it's been a lot of fun to see the transformation. So thank you, James, if you're watching. I love my hair and I can't wait to go back to go for a new color. So if you want to see a different hair color on me, comment down below, give me some recommendations, but I am thinking between blonde and gray. Whenever you bleach or dye your hair, it is important to use the right hair essences, oils, as well as shampoo. And the product that I have been obsessed with is the Fanola Fiber Shampoo. This is ideally for colored and bleached hair, and it will help lock in and stabilize the color. So every time I use this, I like to leave it in for 2 minutes and then wash it off. And I must say, honestly, I've been to many hair salons, and after bleaching my hair, I did notice that my hair starts to fall off and feel very dry, but at Van Salon, they do have all of the products that they recommend, and you could buy it there. And they also recommended some hair oils and essences, which will probably appear in like a future favorites video. But the month of July, this has been my favorite hair product. The third and final hair related favorites is this hairstyle right here. I wore this hairstyle quite often when I was in the States, and it's actually really easy to do. So here is the tutorial. It is much easier to get this bun when your hair is curled, so just want to let you guys know that. The final tangible favorite are the Grand Hand Sachets, and if you've never seen these before on my channel, you're lying because it's always in my background. These are perfect for those who like to travel. Because I was living out of a suitcase for the 3 weeks, I wanted to make sure my clothes smelled nicely. My friend did share some of her closet space to hang up clothes that needed to be hung because I didn't want them to get wrinkled. And I also did laundry. However, every time I open my suitcase, I just love loved smelling the Grand Hand sachets, and my clothes smell that way, so I didn't necessarily have to put perfume on. So I do want to recommend these Grand Hand sachets. You can't really buy them online, but every time you visit Korea, check out the store in Samcheongdong and Insadong, and I think they're gonna open a new one, but I'll make sure to include the information in the description box if you are interested in buying the sachets. And my favorite scents are Marine Vogt, Esther Dean, and Lucy Diamond. Music favorite of the month. This is really hard because there were a lot of great tunes, but I would have to say the Fancy Child collaboration. Oh my gosh, the voices of Zico, Dean, and Crush, whenever they're always in one song together, I just get super excited. So this song right here, I loved it. And finally, Los Angeles and Hong Kong. Los Angeles is my home. I was born there and I lived there for so long, but it was nice to go back to catch up with friends, eat all of my favorite foods, as well as shop at my favorite brands. And Hong Kong was a very short trip. I went for the Big Big Channel's launching event and the Faces event with Sunny Dahae, and it was very special because with Sunny, every time I meet up with her, whether it's at a cafe in Korea or even traveling abroad, I feel like we just get closer because we learn more about each other, and I think that was one of the highlights from Hong Kong. But I did love the city and I do want to go back. That's it for my July favorites. I know I wasn't as consistent with my uploads on my main channel this month, but I did upload a lot of vlogs on my second channel, Joan Day. So if you're not subscribed, please go check it out. I upload 7 videos a week, 1 a day. And if you're interested in any of the products I mentioned, check the description box. I always update it, and I'll see you all in my next one. Annyeong!